Let me show you how to straight line back into a dock door. Let's go. First off, position yourself to your designated dock bay. Next, what you're gonna do is just drive slightly forward past the dock door. Start turning your steering wheel all the way to the left. What we're trying to do, right, is make your trailer parallel to the dock door. Make it easy as possible when making deliveries. How we do that is create an S maneuver or make a snake-like movement where we turn our wheel all the way to the left. As our trailer is falling behind us, we turn all the way to the right, hold that for a few seconds, and then pull forward while you straighten your wheels out. Now when you look in your mirror, you should see that you are perfectly in position to straight line back. As for me, I was a little off for real. But that don't matter for real, because we just gonna make minor adjustments when we're backing up. Keep both hands on the wheel. Make minor adjustments to the left, to the right if needed. But you wanna make sure that you keep your tires on the inside of the yellow line of the dock door. Use that as a guiding tool for you. What I like to do is back up into the dock door as close as I can, then open up my trailer doors, just in case of any loose packaging or anything that falls out when you open up the doors on preloaded trailers. So yeah, this is easy work. This is how you back into a spot with a sleeper truck. Let's go. Line yourself up with the spot you want to go into. Then you're going to do your snake-like movement, turn your wheel all the way to the right, and then all the way back to the left after a few seconds. You're 50% done. Now that we're 50% done, we're just going to take minor adjustments and get this trailer in the hole. Take it slow and take your time. You want to watch your trailer tires on your driver's side, because if it's close to the trailer on your driver's side, that means you got a lot of space on your blind side. That should give you a mental note of how much space you have on your blind side without having to get out and look. But if you're still unsure, make sure you get out and look. And always do a pull-up if you got to readjust the trailer, making sure that you're in the spot correctly. Just always remember to take your time. This is not a race out here. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to make sure you don't hit nothing. Let me show you how to do a driver's side backing maneuver. Let's go. Okay, so first what you want to do is get to know your surroundings, get to know how much space you have in between trailers. The lines will represent that, as well as any objects or obstructions that will hinder you from making a successful backing maneuver. Always remember when you're backing into a dock door, when you turn your steering wheel, the trailer's gonna go opposite. But this can help if you hold your steering wheel at the bottom and turn left, your trailer's gonna go left. If you turn right, your trailer's gonna go right. This helped me out when I was first getting started, so hopefully that helps you out. So now that we know our surroundings, we're gonna start making our setup. We're gonna turn the truck all the way to the right, make our snake-like movement, and go all the way back left. Now if you did it correctly, you're going to see that your outside tire is in between your landing gear crossbar. That means you have your trailer at a decent angle to start backing up to make the maneuver. Half of the work is already done. Only thing you got to do is just make minor adjustments while you're backing up. Keep your head on the swivel and make sure you're checking that passenger side mirror. Remember to always take it slow. It gives you a lot more reaction time to make maneuvers. Take your time and make sure you get in there safely. If you're close to the trailers on your driver's side, that means you got more space in between the trailers on your blind side. But if you're still unsure, get out and look. Everything that I told you guys led up to this moment right here. There's no such thing as perfection in trucking. As you can see, I held the steering wheel a little too long and now I'm a little crooked. But because we know our surroundings, I know I can pull forward and straighten my tires out, so then that way I can get the trailer lined up with the dock door. Look, there's no shame in your game if you got to readjust your trailer to get into proper position. In order to have longevity in this game, you got to be safe-minded at all times. Take your time, look at your mirrors, line your tires up with the lines. If they don't have it, line your trailer up with the dock bumper. Let me show you how to do an offset. Let's go. An easier way of getting the concept of doing an offset is by already being in the park, and then just do your S-like maneuver to set yourself up first, so you're not going to be lined up with your parking spot. So you got to do an offset, right? And what I like to call this is the reverse S-like maneuver. You're going to literally do what you just did, but in reverse. Keep your eyes peeled on your right and left mirrors and take it slow. And then, as you can see, your trailer is going to be lining itself back up into the spot you was just at. So think about doing your S-like maneuver. When you set yourself up, straighten your wheel out, straighten your tires out, you're going to do that in reverse. And keep on practicing this method, and then you're going to get it down easily. real easily. I would recommend if you're not used to doing this, always have at least 2 spaces open. It gives you more room for error until you can get it down on point. What do y'all think about this method? Was it easier than the previous video? Let me know in the comments. I hope this helps anyone who needs help. Let me show you how to back into a diagonal spot. Let's go. At some point of your trucking career, you're going to go to a shipper or a receiver, and even sometimes truck stops that have diagonal parking spots. So you're going to want to know how to back into it smoothly and safely as possible. Most important factor here is your setup. Especially if you have trucks and trailers on the other side, it's going to determine how easy it's going to be to get into the spot. After you line yourself up with your designated spot, you're going to drive forward straight. Keep your wheels straight. When your parking spot is lined up with your landing gear, then you're going to start making your S-like maneuver. Call this a soft S-like maneuver because you're turning your wheel hard to the right, but softly to the left. Now, if you did your setup correctly, your trailer should be diagonal, and it should be damn near lined up perfectly with the spot you have chosen. When you do this setup, you don't have to make large adjustments when backing up. As you're making light adjustments and keep your head on the swivel to check your blind side, this should be a cakewalk for you. Let me show you how to do a blind side. Let's go. First step, adjust your hood mirror on the right side. That's going to be crucial. By adjusting this mirror, it's going to give you a perfect view of your trailer when you back up into your spot. Now, normal procedure, line yourself up with your designated spot. Then you're going to go ahead and do your S-like maneuver by turning all the way to the left and then back over to the right. Now, as you can see, I have a perfect view of my trailer, so I can use this mirror to back up to make sure I am perfectly lining my trailer up with the designated spot. Now, when you're doing this maneuver, you got to make sure you don't overshoot because you could easily jackknife your trailer or you may cause damage to your airline. Now that you almost lined up with your spot, you can use your door mirror. Remember, if you're close to one side, you got more space on the other. So you can easily do your quick pull up, straighten your trailer out, and get back into the spot perfectly. Practice this strategy when you have 2 or more spaces open. You got it? You get it? Good. Let's roll out.